Welcome everyone to another sea trial. Alright, so today we're going to be taking a look at the premium Iwaki Alpha. This was a reward chip for all those alpha testers who gave their time and energy to, make this game a better game. So let's take a look at this thing. Looks a lot like a DD, but it's extremely long. This is a very, very long DD. Wait a minute, it's not a DD, it's a cruiser. Ah. Okay, so let's take a look at it. You've got two sets of trip torps that you can launch off this thing. Each one does about, give or take 17,000 damage. It's got these nifty 140 millimeter guns, which means you can salvo um, 4 on a target. Kind of nice. It's got some pretty good speed. Tops out at 35.4 as far as I've been able to get it. And most notably, it's green. Yes, it is green. It is very, very green. It's probably one of the most distinct ships in the game because it is green. It's like green plus red deck equals Freddy Krueger Nightmare. Alright, so the ship is very, very fast. It is a cruiser. But I want you to remember something. This is technically a destroyer lead. But because it's super fast, do not play it stupid. Don't rush right in going, oh, hey, I have to do this. No, no, you don't. That's actually very bad. The ship has about the same armor as your typical destroyer, 6 to 51 millimeters. It's literally a Coke can with some guns and torpedoes. Um, like I said, the torpedoes, 16.2K, 10 knot range, 59. They're not the fastest, they're not the most deadly, but for tier 4, it's a huge upgrade. This guy will literally go toe-to-toe with a lot of ships and can knock them out. Can really knock them out. Couple ways you can play this as a intermediate harasser, just kind of throwing torps out there at about the 9 kilometer range to just harass things, and then basically pop smoke and pull a hard um, 90 degrees to one direction, and then cycle back through into your smoke. That's one way of doing it, and it's actually a quite effective way. Up close and personal with another DD. If you could surprise them, congratulations, you will own them with just a single torpedo. Downside here is almost every single ship in the game, once they see you on the map, because it is a reward ship, people will be looking for you and they will try their damnedest to kill you. You are priority target number 1, no matter how much you think differently, you are. So, uh, but other than that, the ship is quite amazing. You can get a lot of value out of it because it's fully outloaded. It's automatically elite status. So let's go into a game and see how well this does. All right. Now, there's a few maps that we kind of have to take a very similar role to a DD, and then there's some where we don't. This one, however, we're probably going to be taking a very similar role as a DD. But at the same time, we should probably let them get in there first. Okay, so we started on the south side, close to A, which pretty much dictates where we're going to be going for this. Now, we could try to go around the outside and be exposed to everything on the north side as they're coming around that rock formation, which is really dangerous. Or we could stay on the inside of A
Battle starts.
and then kind of provide support into A and or swing around to catch anything that's trying to come around the rock formation north of A. So we're going to try that. Alright, we're going to let the actual DD get up there first, because if he pops smoke, we could use his smoke, which, by the way, this ship does come with smoke. It lasts 13 seconds in its deployment, nowhere near as long as the DDs. It's literally a whoops, I gotta get out of dodge, and once you get the smoke in between you and your enemy, it's just a wiggle away kind of thing, or get to the closest piece of blocking terrain. It's actually keeping up with a DD. Just in course. Alright, now the DD is starting to pull ahead. Minutely.
Our team has taken the lead.
Alright, so there's another DD somewhere nearby. It's because of that, I'm already going to start my limited amount of smoke, and as you can see, it does not last long. Just basically enough for me to get an escape route planned. This map could use a serious redesign, as A is just way too easy to capture for one side, where C is also extremely easy for them to get to. But in the end, it does balance out.
The enemy team has taken the lead.
And there's Mr. DD. Alright, we're going to send him a little hello message. Alright, we are turning and getting the
Our team has
hell out
taken the
of
lead.
dodge.
The enemy team has taken the lead.
And we're also going to drop another thing of smoke.
Our team has taken the lead.
Enemy severely.
And he is done.
We've destroyed an enemy cruiser.
Well, we're at it.
Enemy destroyer blown up.
And there's another nifty way of dealing with destroyers. If you have a bigger body, use it. Unfortunately, by doing that, I really just opened myself up. But as you can see, it's a nice ship. It's nimble. It gets around. It does what it has to do. It took out 2 ships, one from torping, the other just from because it was there. And ramming just seemed like a lot of fun. So yes, you can use it to kill a DD. I do not recommend this though. It generally ends up being a very bad situation for you because immediately afterwards I had no life. Absolutely none.
The enemy team
Because of
has
the way
taken the
ramming
lead.
in this game works has absolutely nothing to do about inertia, point of impact, none of that. Instead, it has to do with your hit points versus their hit points. And not from what you have, but the amount you start with. Whoever has the greatest amount of those is going to be doing that much damage. But if you have not enough life to sustain that, well, you're kind of screwed either way. So, it's a great ship. I highly recommend you check it out. It's a lot of fun. Anyway, thank you very much for tuning in for this sea trial. We should have more coming very soon. Bye-bye.